What's up, everyone? My name is Flavio. Everybody knows me as a Norcal Spotter, and together with Gilbert, I produce the Lowrider Podcast. So today interview is with me, and me and Gilbert just talk how I started Streetlow, a little bit of my history and our plans for the podcast, and just talking Lowrider. So hope you guys enjoy.
What's up, my raza out there? This is Gilbert Chavez today with the Lowrider Podcast by Streetlow Magazine. Today we have our own guest, special guest that's part of our team. I wanted to interview him because I know a lot of you guys have seen him out there videoing, and he's joined the family. He joined the family last year. It takes a while for us to kind of like bring people into our organization or even to our team, because it's, we've had a lot of bad, how can I say, bad vibes with other people that have came in, they try to use us, and it kind of sucks, man. But here's this guy. He came in last year in January. He called me up telling me, hey, man, I went out to one of your shows in October, the following October of 2023, and he goes, I had fun. He goes, I see the community of cars. I love, just looking at these cars. I've been shooting other cars like Euros and trucks and exotic cars, and he goes, I came across your guys' show, and I came out, and he fell in love. He fell in love with the lowrider community. He fell in love with the lowrider car culture, and he wanted to come start shooting for us, and he had all kinds of ideas. And actually, thanks for him, we actually have this podcast as well, because he's the one that kind of encouraged me. Hey, you need to be up on TV. You need to, not TV, but on YouTube, talking about the culture. You guys have so many years behind you. So he kind of encouraged me. I went ahead, all right, you know what? Let's put something together. And so we did. So, I'm going to go ahead and introduce him to you. His name's Flavio. I'm going to let him talk to you guys about himself a little bit. Go ahead, Flavio.
Yeah, so my name is Flavio, a.k.a. Norcal Spotter on the social medias. And yeah, it's basically this. I went to I think it was the first time I saw Lowrider in my life. Right. Was the 2023 Lowrider Day in San Jose.
It was Lowrider Day. Yeah. Okay, in downtown.
And it was, I think it was the first one. Right?
Okay, the first one. That's when you got the taste of the...
And no, I fall in love with the culture right away. And I just love cars. I grew up going for car meets with my father. Right. And kind of...
Let him know where you're from. He's from...
So I'm from Brazil, Brasileño.
There you go.
And 10 years in California, kind of learning a lot of Spanish already. Brazilians are crazy for cars, just like Mexicans. Right. And I grew up with my father going, so California, I think, is the mecca of cars. There's no place like that in the world.
No.
Yeah.
That's for
they talk about Japan and Dubai. They say they have cars, but they are not in California. They don't have the weather, the culture,
The parking.
They just have the cars.
And the parking.
The park, yeah.
Because out here you can own a lot of cars. I mean, not that you can, but if you have the money or the way of doing it, I mean, you could own a lot of cars and have the space for it. I know, like in New York, it's hard to own a lot of cars because of the space of parking, and in different countries, of course. But being here in California, it's the golden state of the United States.
And the weather. I have friends in Nashville or Texas. Texas not so much, but Nashville. It's snowing now.
Right.
In California, we keep going. We have car meets. We have this, and the street culture, like the 1st January, the New Year's cruise in San Jose. There's nothing like that.
No. And all this just started.
California is unique.
And all this just started, man. Because, like I said, when we came out 26 years ago, it was tough. It was tough for us. It was tough for us to do car shows in using the name Lowrider. We couldn't use the name Lowrider. We had to use the name Custom Cars, because if we were to use the word Lowrider right away, the prices of security would go up. The price in facilities would be like, oh no, we don't want lowriders here. they had a bad taste from the 60s and 70s when lowriding was kind of like a young thing, kind of like how the newer cars now doing all the spinning and stuff, you know.
Yeah, because what's connected, I think, with the gang thing and...
Well, gangs, I mean, gangs will always exist. And it's not gangs. It's just a group of kids taking advantage of a situation.
Yeah, I'm from Brazil. I know exactly how it works.
Right. So it's like taking advantage. If it's free for all, everybody wants to be a part of it, you know.
But I tell you, I don't do only lowrider. I do all the truck. The truck scene in Bay Area is insane.
Oh yeah.
Every week there's some truck meet, and I do all kinds of car meet, and it's very active. The Bay Area and of course Los Angeles might be bigger in quantity,
right.
But Bay Area is every weekend there's some car shows. Like Saturday, I think there are 2-3 in the night. And now it's the winter. During the summer, you have 15-20 car meets. You have to choose where to go, you know?
Right. And you know, it's crazy that you said it because Los Angeles is like that.
Yeah.
For so many years back, when I used to go out to LA a lot and just kick back over there, there was an event Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I mean, 5 or 6 a day.
Yeah.
And I'd come back to the Bay Area, and the Bay Area was very selective. Okay, they're having a show this day. Okay, this day they're not, you know. Maybe they were meeting up here, meeting up there. But I think social media has made it so easy for people to meet up.
Easier to organize.
Of course, because now it's like, back in the days, like, oh, we're going to call you. Or here's a flyer and find out where we're going to be. Now it's like the same day you can find out. Yeah. Boom, they hit a button.
That's one of the reasons my page grew up, because I'm always posting the car meets. Like tonight there's one car meet.
Right.
So I post there and people... I go to the car meets, a lot of people say, oh my God, I just came because I saw on your page.
Nice.
So, I believe 20 years ago, you didn't have these tools. No. But Los Angeles, Los Angeles is definitely bigger.
I call it the Mecca.
But San Jose and Bay Area, it's very good. It's smaller, but it's quality. They have amazing cars. And I think one of the things of lowrider, I like modified cars.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
Lowrider is highly modified, especially it's
since day one.
People spend so much money in the cars. It's
for sure.
Amazing.
Well, no, that's so. San Jose is like a section of LA. That's what San Jose is. So LA, you have Riverside, you have Downey, you have East Los Angeles, you have Southgate, you have Long Beach, you have Pacoima, you have all these areas. So every area, it's like its own city, you know, and they have their own lowrider community.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's just such a huge. I mean, just a lot of. It's just so much territory of lowriding that's insane. So I've always said Southern California is the Mecca of lowriding. That's the Mecca.
Yes, there's no
other. There ain't gonna be no other. Yeah. I mean, unless the Bay Area adds more cities and keeps growing.
But San Jose and Bay Area has their quality. And San Jose is kind of a small city for this car community. Everybody knows everybody.
Well, for sure. Well, like I say, it's like we're like Riverside. Yeah. Or we're like, you know, like we are a city. San Francisco is like Downey. You know, it's like we're like two. It's only two of us, right? It's San Francisco and there's.
And I tell you, the cruises in San Francisco. Sorry, but the cruises in San Francisco are unique. I think even Los Angeles has because of the city and like the Mission Street, it's unique. There's nothing like that.
Well, let me tell you. Okay, so back in the day, Sonny Madrid, which we're going to be having Mario Madrid, which is Sonny's son, next week. He's going to be on our podcast. You know, which I'm glad to talk to him and stuff. You know, we go way back when his father was alive at the time. But one thing Sonny told me back in the days is that. As far as San Jose, he always called it the capital of lowriding. Like this is where everything was organized. Everything got organized here. I think it was like kind of Northern California is kind of like the capital. It was like a lot of organization and things was made and actually developed in Northern California. Yeah. Southern California was always the Mecca. Like you're gonna have all the cars. You're gonna have the styles. You're gonna have, but the styles. We bounce off each other. It's crazy because it's the same culture. Yeah. You know, no matter where we're at, I mean, it's still the same culture. But what he meant is that it was so organized here, kind of like how you're saying, It's not that it's quality, but it's organized. And they get together and they go to the city and they talk to city officials. That's what Roberto did in San Francisco. That's why San Francisco is so nice and tight, because he's been able to go out there. I mean, but he's been with the community of San Francisco. He's done a lot way back in the day.
Frisco's finest, right?
No, Roberto Hernandez. He's the one that has organized. No, Frisco's finest is part of it, but Roberto he's into the politician stuff, you know. But he's from the hood from back in the days, but he's the one that organized the Carnaval. He organized the Carnaval in San Francisco, and he had a magazine called El Grito. That's how I met him. Because I was so, at the time we were building our magazine, I kept looking at his book going, wow, this is tight. But he only released one once a year, and he had all these sponsors and stuff. And it was hard for me to get sponsors because they're looking at me like, oh, this little young kid, you know, look at the way he's dressed. You know, we weren't proving ourselves at the time. So, but he's very a good organizer, and he's actually been able to put together a Lowrider Alliance in San Francisco, and at the same time been able to pass laws for them so they can actually cruise on the street and shut down streets at certain times just for lowriders. Which you know, like I said, I tip my hat out to him because he's done a lot for the community out there.
And I actually felt how big Streetlow is when I went to San Francisco to the King of the Streets.
Right.
And people just treat me very well.
Right.
I don't know which club, I might be wrong here, but Frisco's Finest.
Frisco's Finest,
like
Play, yeah, Frisco's Finest, yeah.
I forgot the name of the other.
Right. Well, I mean, like I said,
but they train me very well, and I saw how organized they are. Yeah.
And
this is one other thing. I go for a lot of car meets. Like every week, I go for 2 or 3 car meets. Right. And Lowrider, the first time I went, I said, man, these guys they have bathrooms, free food. Right. It's amazing. No other car community has this. It's so organized.
Right.
And they have the city on their side.
Right. And you know what? And I believe that will happen to the trucks. That will happen to these other guys.
Yeah. They need to get more organized.
Well, no, because they're young. We were like that. That's what I'm saying. As they get older, they realize, hey, you know what? We love this. This is our lifestyle. We want to keep it where it's safe for us and the family and the community. You know what? Let's organize it now. Let's make sure that we're organized. If we're going to do burnouts and stuff, let's create an actual wall where these guys can do burnouts and have fun. If the car hits and crashes on the wall, then at least nobody gets hurt, you know. But they should organize something like that, which I think would be dope, you know. Yes. But they're, like I said, again, they're young. They want to go out. They want to have fun, and it's excitement for them, I guess, when they're out there, you know. But it's also dangerous, you know. Yeah. And that's why my kids were into it for a little bit, and luckily they got out of it. And I don't know if they go to the meets or yet or
but
not.
There's one thing, the takeovers that happen today. Yeah. That they close the streets and do the burnout. Yeah. I never been. I think if I was 20, I would go.
Right.
But I never been, and these things hurts the car community because we do the car meets, just park and chill.
Right.
And the police come and turn down.
Harass.
Because of these takeovers, they come and turn down every car meet we have.
Well, I mean, that's why they have, again.
But I'm not saying, when you were young, you have too much energy, I would
do the same thing. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but maybe. What I'm saying, like, if these takeovers, they want to continue to do something like that, I think it's only fair that they go to a park and say, you know what, we want to rent the park for the day. Yeah. We'll pay for the permits. We want to chill. And they could do that. It could be done.
Yeah, there is some shows, but people, it's far away. It's not in the middle of the city here.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure if they go to the city, and find out,
it's noisy and
no, but they won't know.
To make in the middle of the city is
well, no, that's what you got to do it in the back, where the warehouses are at, because that's what they do in Los Angeles too. They do a lot of that stuff where the warehouses are at, you know, but.
But there's no how to control this thing, man.
No.
People gonna do.
And well, it's like cruising. Cruising, you can't control it, you know. And people out there cruising, there's kind of like there's chaos between the lowriders, and then you got the new guys coming out doing burnouts, and us lowriders, we get kind of upset, like, hey man, what's going on? Like, why are you doing this? You're ruining it for us, you know. But cause like you say, it's just noisy and dangerous. Because it's not just noisy, it's kind of dangerous if you know. But cruising will never die. any of that stuff, I don't think will ever die. I think it'll get better, bigger, and then somehow it'll get organized. Because every culture, every lowrider culture or car culture in the past has recreated itself and became something different, from hot rods to speed, racing on the street, hot rod racing, to them racing on tracks now, and hot rods having their organizing at parks, to renting parks and being out there showing out their cars and stuff.
And I think after they lift the cruising ban last year,
right,
this 2024 was just the beginning.
Right,
people, I don't know who, it was my first year, so I don't know.
Right.
I can't compare the rest, but there was a lot of, especially the first January.
Right,
I think became like you had last year, had this year.
Right.
And one of my favorite shows, we just closed I think it's the Story Road.
Right.
And so many cars. This year, not only Lowrider, had all the trucks, everybody from the car community cruise there.
Yeah. And that's it's been like that for years. But they stopped it for a long time, and people were afraid of getting tickets and stuff. Now that they opened it up,
so today there's not a lot of law, so they can't ticket you just for cruise.
No, they could just get rid of you, push you out.
Yeah.
But other than that, they won't ticket you. Stuff like that. But that's what's up, man. So, what made you fall in love with the lowriders, man? I know you were saying that the customs and all that, but I know I know your favorite cars are like Ferraris or Lambos.
Lamborghini, I like Lamborghinis.
Right, but
I like all cars. I like. Right. I think my dream garage is a Lamborghini, a few
64
few Impala 64, 63,
right,
and one JDM, old JDM, like a Supra.
Right.
Man, I grew up like in cars. In my neighborhood, we have a group of like 15 people.
Right.
That have cars, and my friend had a big house, and he used to fix cars there.
Right.
So everybody used to come after the school and after work, just hang out there, smoke some weed, and he was fixing the car. He was just talking about cars around. No, this, that, helping.
Right.
And when in the 90s, the Fast and Furious, the first one came.
Right.
Was like put together the whole community. We were all lost. There's no culture, and it kind of consolidated the car culture.
And where was this at? Brazil?
No, the Fast and Furious. The video.
No, but with
I was in Brazil.
This is Brazil.
São Paulo. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a crazy 20 million people city, huge city.
Right.
And
so, how's the car culture in Brazil?
Oh, it's crazy. There is one avenue called Faria Lima, and everybody just go there in the night. You used to go there, just park. There's these raiders to get tickets. Right. We used to park by there, and everybody get a ticket. Whoa! And sometimes we spend like one full tank driving to the city in one night, and it's like half an hour from the beach.
Right.
So sometimes 2 a.m. we just let's go to the beach, and so everybody just drive to the beach and see the sunrise. Right. But it's dangerous. People steal a lot of cars there. Today is very dangerous. You have a nice car. Like my brother, he has a old car.
Right.
And he crashed it. He said, no, I'll just leave crash it so people think I don't have money.
Right.
But it's huge. Brazilian loves car.
Right.
And it's like, I saw other day a car meet. They were talking about 5,000 people show up. And it was crazy. There's no police to control that. So many people and motorcycles. People.
This is in Brazil.
Yeah. People are crazy for motorcycles. Everybody do stunts.
So there's no low riding in Brazil, huh?
Well, man, for you to have an Impala in Brazil, you have to be a millionaire.
Really?
Like a millionaire.
Wow.
It's so expensive, like import cars. So people get a lot of the old cars and modify the old cars
out there.
The 80s cars, cars that.
So it'd be kind of crazy if you took a 64 Impala and just start.
I think Impala, I saw like 2 in Brazil tonight. So but we have some cars that was made in Brazil in the 80s.
Right.
Like the Opala is a 6 cylinders. Opala. It's like a 6 cylinders.
Okay.
4.5, I don't know.
Wow.
And very noisy. Everybody modified this car. And have this 4 cylinders Volkswagen. Because until the 90s, you could not import cars to Brazil. So they had to produce there.
Wow.
So they have like 5 cars.
Wow.
Only.
That were produced in.
Yeah. So they got very specialized in modify those cars.
Wow.
Yeah. And another thing is, if you get the Formula One in Brazil, is Interlagos is the track.
Right.
And Interlagos is where I lived. So I lived like 1.5 mile from Interlagos. Right. So during the Sunday, I used to get my bicycle, just ride there and watch the racing, and so I grew up with this. So when I came to California, and I found this culture,
right.
I actually be 2022, I had a social media about Corollas. I had a lower Corolla.
Right.
So I made a social just about Corolla, and I run 2,000 followers. Then I delete. I say, okay, I'm going to start from zero with a brand, like something that can get everything. I know NorCal, it's kind of restricted to NorCal, but
right.
Man, everybody in the world loves California and dream
to be here.
Be here.
Oh yeah.
So it doesn't matter if NorCal, SoCal. And another thing, Los Angeles has so many influencers and social media. And I think here there's not too many people doing right. Like really think of win on social media. So who does here? Like you got that guy, God Dan. It's a big dude, and he does these reviews of these cars in Oakland.
Right.
And he's growing so much.
Right.
And
people want to see,
because not everybody's covering NorCal here.
Right. You know, one thing I've seen, and I've seen it on YouTube. There is a lot of influencers and a lot of people that go out and they're featuring things that nobody goes out and features. Really, like you said, nobody's featuring NorCal the way it should be featured.
Yeah,
you know, they're doing the same thing over and over and over, which is, you know, covering a show that everybody's covering. You know. Kind of like when we started our magazine, I didn't want to cover what all magazines were covering. I didn't want to be where all social media was at. I wanted to be there experiencing it and giving it to our audience on a different perspective.
Yes.
Showing them something different, showing them how we got down, what we were doing, where were we at when all this was happening over here, and there are all these photographers and videographers over here. Well, we're over here roasting a pig, chilling with, you know, true lowriders, people that were really down to earth people that, you know, didn't need this hype. You know, right now, I believe we're living a social media life. You know,
yes.
Lowriding is there's true hardcore lowriders, and there's social media lowriders, and if they understand what I'm talking about, they know what time it is, man. But social media lowriders right now, to me, are people out there covering the lowrider community and the movement that don't understand really what a lowrider is, or how to build a lowrider, or if they've ever owned one. You know, because to take pictures of lowriders and to be around lowriders is very easy, because it's so beautiful and so easy to shoot and to grow off this community, because everybody has so much pride toward their cars. They want to see their car on every platform that they can. So they're going to do that, you know, being into it, like having you come aboard, you're getting into you're bringing your skills to help us to put some of our contents on
and I'm
screen.
learning together too.
Right, and learning how to put everything. But out there, if you see, you know, it was funny because we went to go do we're at what was it? This is a couple of years ago. This is even before the pandemic. One of my photographers, Richard Palos from Los Angeles, we went to an event out there, and Richard's like, "Oh man, you know, I'm kind of getting tired of shooting, man, because I can't. As soon as I shoot it, we can't put it in the magazine because it's all over social media before we can even put it in the magazine so people could see." Mm-hmm. And it was funny because I sat there and I said, well, then you take a picture of them taking pictures of that. And he goes, what do you mean? I go, yeah. I go, and I shot, there was probably, I want to say about 20 photographers on the side taking a picture of the same thing. And I said, fuck, I'm going to take a picture of them taking a picture of that.
Yes.
And I took that picture and I showed him. I go, this is the picture. And he's like, what do you mean? I go, look, this is the picture, because now you're shooting something that nobody's shooting. And that's what a photographer is. You know, you're out there trying to take those shots that really mean something, the movement of something, not the same picture everybody's taking. There's a lot more to photography, and I think in our culture of lowriding than people think there is. Yeah. You know, when I was out there, when I was shooting, because the first couple of issues I shot, me and my ex-partner, we were shooting, but a lot of the pictures that we were featuring and taking pictures of, we wanted to make sure that we were capturing moments of people, like a candid, almost like a Kodak moment, they call it, you know. And I think that's what right now is needed in this industry. A lot of it right now is social media coverage. It's you know, oh, look at me, I'm doing this, take a picture of me. Look at me, I'm eating this, I'm having fun. But they're really not. They're just taking a picture of that moment. Oh, look at my plate, I'm eating these tacos, and that's it. I'm eating these tacos. But it's you know, you're really eating them, and thing, you know, coming out down your cheek. Those are real pictures. Those are the pictures I think that should count more than the picture of the frozen one.
And I think a lot of these on my social media, I don't like to put, like, people do these edits, they put they get the sound of the car from other scene to put on these. I like to do real stuff. That if you see my video, the sound of that picture, that video is that sound, is original.
Right.
I don't like to fake, to put AI.
Right. Well, you see, that's what's taking over right now. AI is taking over.
Yeah, but it's fake. People know it's fake.
But they don't care, like you say.
No. I think authenticity is what wins on internet. You know, that's why here, like we're just talking. Right. Joe Rogan's the biggest podcast. They're just talking, smoking weed, and it's not makeup like TV.
Right.
And I think internet is the gold rush.
Right.
It's not easy to make money.
Right.
But you can make money. When you start making money, you really make money. Right. And it's a lot of work. And this I take props for the Los Angeles. Right. People really do. You go to the car meets, they're hungry people.
Yeah, all taking pictures.
But you say there's 20 people taking from the same scene, but one guy is doing better than he does the whole package. He does quality. He's there putting the hard work. He does quality images. And he know how to play the social media. Right. I see here sometimes I go to the car meets, and the same car meet, 3 people put the videos, but one guy
will have more than the other.
It's blurry, it's not HD, it's not 4K, it's ADD, and the other guy doesn't put the work, so they just stay 1 hour there and get just a few. You'd be surprised. I stay, man, I don't go to the car meet to hang out with people. I stay the whole time, 5 hours, 6 hours, making videos. Sometimes I get home, I have 600 videos. I have to go through every single video.
Right.
Yeah.
Just to look at what you...
Like we go to one Streetlow show, I take 1,000 videos.
Right.
So I have to go to all the videos and...
Right. And this guy does it on his own. This guy's a one-man band right here. I know other videographers got like all these other people trying to help him out and trying to do things. This guy here is doing a lot of it on his own, you know, which is kind of, you know, it's kind of cool.
But I have to tell you, Streetlow was a blast. Open a lot of doors for me, especially the Lowrider. Right. When I get there, people know I'm doing video for Streetlow. Right. They give me priority. I go to went to the cello in
Spain. It's over there in
it was Vallejo, yeah. And when I got there, they have the pitch. The guy said nobody gonna get into the pitch anymore. Then I said, man, I'm with Streetlow. He said, okay, so only Streetlow.
Right.
So Streetlow opens a lot of doors for me, and I'm very good. And I have to tell you, the first time in October, not this, the other, 2023.
Right.
You were, I called you. I got your number somehow. I called you. Right. I said, look, I do videos, and I had my first video viral. That was the Lowrider Day. I got 16,000 views. Not too much, but my first one on YouTube. I got, and I said, look, I have this video. And you said, no, come in. You know, you could not say no. It's wait in line. But you said, no, come in, do your videos. Because I want to get before the crowd so I can...
Right.
It's the best time. When the crowd is there, it's more difficult to do videos.
Well, you see, I give people the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
And then once I feel something not right, then I kind of like just kind of close the door a little bit, and then that's how it goes. But because we've been burned to a point where people have stolen from us, you know, and they used us to try to get to that, because it took us 26 years till now, but it took us years to really go out there on the street and do it when we were social media, when we were the ones doing the footwork.
And magazines was their social media.
Yeah, and we were the footwork. Yeah. Nobody was running around going, oh, we're gonna go over here. We were actually knew where everything was going on, and we knew what the real shit was going on. That's why, and we built it, you know. And then all these other people came in trying to, they used us in a way where, oh, we're gonna build it and we're going to be part of it, but it wasn't them being part of it. It was them being sneaky about it. And to this day, they were sneaky. That's why they don't do too good.
And I think you don't last on Streetlow, because when I got here, you gave me, and my father used to say, trust is, or you trust the person or you don't. Yeah. There's no half trust.
No.
Once that breaks, and when you put me inside here, Streetlow, Teleco, Malo, they... maybe could not, everybody treats me like family. It's a family.
Right.
Everybody helps everybody. There's no competition, you know.
And there's loyalty.
And
it's called loyalty.
Yeah, and that's what I want to be here for the rest of my life.
I mean, Teleco's been with us for over 20-something years.
Yeah.
Malo's been with us over 26
years.
So
if you are not
Naomi,
if you're sneaky, like you say, you're not gonna last on Streetlow.
No, you're not, because we're just gonna shine you off. It's teamwork. It isn't I, me. Because some of these guys, they come, oh, because of me, Streetlow's where it's at. Nah, brother. Yeah. Streetlow's is where it's at because of us. Because it didn't take, you know, one person to come in and start videotaping or taking a picture and saying, oh man, all my pictures made Streetlow what Streetlow is. No, Streetlow, it takes more than just a picture and videos, man. It takes trust. It takes years. Because publishing takes years for it to get its notoriety. And that's one thing I read when I first started publishing. I thought we were going to blow up from one day to another. But same with videos. Videos, like you say, it takes time. Might not be this coming year, but this coming year we're going to push hard. Following year, we're going to push harder. We're going to learn more stuff. We're going to continue to learn. We're going to continue to put more things into these videos. We want to make sure that people get awareness of what's going on the streets, because there's a lot of shit going on the streets, a lot. You know, I know they're trying to invite you to an event up north that we have no idea of why people, they're fooling people to this day, making people believe that it's still alive and it still exists, and everybody knows what I'm talking about, because Lowrider Magazine does not exist anymore. The logo is just a logo show. It's not our culture.
It's a company.
It's a company taking
corporate.
It's not even a corporation. It's a person that has actually bought the logo, not bought the logo, leased the logo to create this logo to make you believe it's the hard work that our ancestor people did. Because our cultural people, Sonny Madrid, Albert Lopez, Larry Gonzalez, these guys are the guys that put Lowrider where it is to this day. Then it got sold to a corporation. Then they didn't know what to do with it. They hired a bunch of clowns that they kept using as publishers, you know, except, you know, Ralph Fuentes. He was a good cat, man. Rest in peace, man, because he was a real good person, man. And he tried to change the magazine, but the magazine at the time wasn't hearing them, and they ended up hiring some other. Like I said, it was a circus. It was a circus right there, and all they were doing is hiring a bunch of sheep to run their business, and to me that shit was not flying for me. So this day right now, Raza, I'm telling you, man, you guys are supporting a non-lowrider company, or not even a company, or people that aren't real lowrider people. They're out there trying to feed you a little bit to get you wheeled into what they believe is our culture. That logo is not our culture anymore. It was for many years, but not no more. And, you know, follow us or not follow us, it's up to you. It's an opinion that people have, but a fact is that is not our culture. You know, I'd rather promote and help other lowrider actual cultural people that actually are throwing shows, that are putting, videos and other things together, and to follow somebody that actually just came into our scene and taking money from our people, because this money isn't going back to our community at all. Yeah. And all they're doing is wheeling people in, using other people's photography, other people, the actual cultural people, using their stuff to create something that is gone. I mean, it went out in 2016. It's gone. It's no more.
That's another thing I love San Jose is the culture, the Mexican culture. Like you go to the Cinco de Mayo, and man, the food, the everything.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's really
it's
pure.
It's
not. Of
pure.
course, there's people making money, but there's not a corporation, investment fund.
Right.
It's just organic culture.
Pure. It's a pure culture, and that's why it kind of frustrates me that other people are trying to take advantage of it. Yeah.
And I would like to invite like people from Los Angeles. They should come more here.
Well, we're getting Salinas. So we're having our show in Salinas, March 9th, Sunday, March 9th. We have somebody coming from a couple of people coming from LA. Yeah. They want to come check it out. And hey man, you guys are more than welcome to come out.
You're not going to regret, because
you're not. You guys are gonna feel the love that we give out. You guys got to also come out to our San Jose show. Our San Jose show, June 22nd at the Santa Clara Fairgrounds. It's one of the biggest and best shows in Northern California.
And we are back in the June now.
And we're back in June. Yes. So we were thrown back to October for a long time. But now we got our dates back, so we
can't announce who we will bring. But
no, we're gonna
have some big names coming.
We have big names. For Salinas, we have Jason Joshua, La Vida es Fría. He sings that La Vida es Fría. We have also Big Tone. We have Big Tone, Troubles.
Now, Big Tone, I have to tell you, last Salinas show, I did know these guys, these local artists,
right?
And I keep hearing people, oh, we are interviewing people. Say, no, I'm here for Big Tone. I'm here summer nights, summer times, and say, okay, but who's this guy? I didn't know. Then when I saw his video and other guys, the music is really good, really good.
Right.
And when he left the show, there was like a 40 girls line to take pictures of him. I said, man, how I don't know these people, and they have all this following.
What's crazy is that as far as I can go back, these guys have developed into good artists, bigger artists, because they were young. They were into different music, and the good thing is a good artist will always redevelop himself to create something better and bring the audience with them and show them how to kind of how to grow up out of something. Because when we're young, we're out there gang banging, stealing cars, smoking, doing drugs, doing stupid stuff. Not all of us, but I'm just saying there's a lot of people that do that. And some of these artists, when they're growing up and they're young, they're talking about it, But as you're developing yourself, you're growing out of it. And he's one of the artists that I think had a big influence on the streets and been able to move some of his audience to development of being a businessman, having a good time without having to go against anybody or create some kind of a chaos on the streets, But that's the good thing. Same with Jason Joshua. Jason Joshua's also a good ass singer, man. He's called the golden voice of oldies, man, and he had a little controversy going on too. So I want to have him. I'm going to interview him too. We're going to sit down and I want to talk to him and let the world know what went on, what happened, and so you can tell the story, man. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that we don't like him because he did this or he did that. No, man. If that's the case, there would be an article about it. But there isn't, because it's not true. It's just a he said, she said, But that's the influence of this whole culture, the music, the food, the people, and the purity of it, of the innocent of these people, man. They want to have fun, they want to do that, and to have a monster trying to take that, and make the money, and then just kind of it's tough, man. I want to have some other these influencers come in and talk to me about what I'm thinking about this whole situation with these events that are going out there being so-called used as what was the past, you know, and trying to create this whole movement that really isn't there. And the movement is the lowriders. Like, they could all come out. There's all these events, beautiful events out there, and they should come out to these other events and support other promoters and people that have really been into it. Like the Vallejo show is a beautiful show. It's a beautiful show that Chelu throws Peter and them. They do a really good job out there. You got Frisco's Finest and them. You know, they have their yearly dances and you have Ruben and them. Oh my God, not Ruben. Roberto Hernandez and them doing their whole thing out there in San Francisco. Then you got the guys out here doing the King of the Streets, which is kind of cool. And same with the city, creating the Cinco de Mayo on September 16th and Lowrider Day here, you know, which, you know, has been created here through the help of the Lowrider Alliance, David and them. So
the council,
Lowrider David and shit, and shit. I'm sorry, shit, but and stuff. But yeah, you know, he's another cat I want to.
David's another guy. Since the beginning, he was very humble.
Very humble. Yeah,
talk with me and help me.
He's a good cat. He's a good cat. He's
and his car is beautiful.
Yeah. 2 of them. He has 3 of them, I think.
Yeah, but he's in part the blue one.
Yeah. He has a Buick that he's had since he was a kid. Yeah. So I think it's 68 or 69 Buick. It's pretty nice, man.
And he lives off this other day. So in his stories, he went camp with the Impala.
Nice.
So he parked the Impala and put his tent.
Right next to it. That's what's up, man. Yeah. You see, I think that's things that you as a lowrider should do with your family. You know, kind of enjoy your cars, but build them to ride, because these cars were built at one time to take us from A to B. So, you know, a lot of people, oh no, I don't want to, you know, I just want to keep it in the garage. Well, that's cool. As much as you can keep it in the garage, you gotta, you know, take it out. Like me,
drive your shit.
Yeah, like right now, I'm trying to put my cars together. I got too many of them. I'm trying to get rid of some of them. I'm going to get rid of some of them.
Drive.
One of them's in the shop right now, and the other one's going to go to the shop. I got, you know, I'm getting to them. I think since I kind of like slowed down on publishing, I've been able to think about things that I want to do, and also been able to go out traveling, man. I've been able to see the world, man. Where I know the whole United States because of the magazine. I was able to go all over the United States, but I never got to go out of the country until now. And I just came back from Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's kind of cool, interesting, very, very interesting.
Some cars there?
There was actually. My Airbnb was like down the street from a car lot with old cars in there. It had VWs, some Impalas, but they were closed the times I was there. I kept passing by, and it was all gated in. But it was interesting. The beaches are beautiful, man, and that's what I encourage. I encourage people, man, especially as you're getting older. As we're getting older, I encourage you guys to go out there and take your family, spend time with your family, and enjoy life, man. Because lowriding's it, but I mean that's not everything, you know. For some people, I mean, you guys got to go out there and enjoy your lives too, man.
That's a thing. I see a lot of people in Brazil. Of course, they don't have Brazil is a poor country.
Right.
Most people don't have money to go out of the country and travel.
Right.
And they think it's easy. You come to US. Everybody, for me, it was not. I came here with $1,400.
Right.
$1,400 in my pocket.
Right. And that's still the same $1,400 you have in your pocket.
No, I don't have even this.
It's still the $1,400. He hasn't spent nothing.
but man, worth ever. You travel the world, see other cultures.
Right.
I don't know.
We're all the same, brother.
It's very.
We're all the same.
And you bring me humble, because you see everybody's the same.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We're all the same.
Change a little bit here, there, but it's all human beings and all the same, bro.
Especially all South America. I mean, I'm talking about from Mexico all the way to Brazil.
It's very close. Brazil and Mexico is very close, the culture.
And they all look the same. We all look the same. From here to from Nicaragua, Salvador, Guatemala, Belize, Brazil,
Colombia,
Chile,
Yeah.
they all the same.
Of course, Brazil is the only one that doesn't speak Spanish.
Portuguese.
But the culture is the same. That's why I think I hang out so well.
I think
with
what we
Mexicans
need to
here
do
and
is send a couple of Impalas and a couple of Cholos over there.
yeah.
Start recreating the language out there.
People like more racing cars there. I think,
Right,
turbo cars, but
Because they haven't seen lowriders, man.
But there's a small city next to São Paulo, my city, and it's a very cinematic city, like Victorian architecture.
Well, you see,
they have the biggest classic cars.
Right.
So we should come by one day. And there's a
Brazil.
Yeah,
Let's
this
go.
city. There's in the middle of the city.
I'm
There's
ready to go. Let's go.
There's
Right.
a bumper.
Ready to go.
There's a bumper. You know.
Right.
So they call the bumper beat. So everybody gets together in the bumper and see the cars scratching like
Oh, shut
the whole day. Cars just scratching the bumper.
Oh, because of the
That's the show of the.
because it has a speed bump.
Yeah, it's a big. So everybody is like the bumper meet. So people just get like the weekends and just see
chill.
the cars scratching.
Oh shit. Well, you know what? It's you know.
But we
What,
should go to Japan, Brazil at some point when we start making money. And I wanna go, like you said, you travel the US. When I start monetize and live off the videos that I'm gonna do.
yeah.
I'm gonna travel the whole US and bring and.
Well, there's a guy
know,
named Timmy.
show the whole
I don't know if you've seen him. He's a YouTuber. His name's Timmy. He's what is he? He's not. Where is he from? He's Greece. He's from Greece. He's Greece. Greco. He's Greek. He's from Greco. He's from Grecia. He says but he learned Spanish, and it's a trick. 'Cause I do see some of his YouTube, man. He probably might see this or not, but it's funny to me because the guy speaks Spanish, and because of the whole reggaeton, he goes, "I speak Spanish. Reggaeton saved my life," he says, and he took off during the pandemic because he was a dishwasher. He lives off videos. That's what he does. He goes. But he travels everywhere with minimal money. He don't have money, a little bit of money, but he lives off the videos, and he's always like he's not trying to pay a lot of money for anything. But he went to Brazil, he went to the craziest places. He went to Haiti. He went to Haiti. This guy, and I just see the video.
Haiti's wired.
No, he is because the guys that were showing him around. He goes, "Oh, come with me." Come with me, and everything's okay. And he's like, okay. He goes, I don't know, I'm not scared, but
I think I saw a video of this guy.
and he's walking through Haiti.
The guy's fighting.
Yeah, and
I think I saw a video.
he's walking through Haiti. He's like, oh, bro. He goes, these guys are like my bodyguards. He goes, yeah, and he kept stopping because he likes to talk a lot. So he keeps stopping when he sees families. Hey, wait, what are you guys doing? And the guy goes, come on, let's go. You
Can't stop here.
No, they took him all through the ghetto, man. And they're like, oh, right here, they're always killing people. You see those guys over there, they wanted to rob you, but they don't rob you because of us. And it's a trip toward the end. They fucking like taking money. He goes, oh, man, I don't know. I got to give these guys money. And
No, if you go to Brazil, you're definitely going to get a show how it is.
no, he went there.
No, but if we go, we can definitely go.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. No, that's my thing. I like to go to the ghettos. I like to see where they're dangerous.
So the real life.
Because in reality, they're not dangerous. They're who we are. They're who we were when we were young. And I think it's dangerous to the person that has never lived like us. You know, like had the silver spoon, lived up in the high end where all the rich people were.
It's like a dog. If you're afraid, they're gonna smell you're afraid.
Right. No, but what I'm saying is
if you
that
get there, talk and they're gonna respect you.
Right,
you know?
but what I'm trying to say is that if you've lived that life of being poor, not having a lot,
streetwise,
you understand it. But if you were born with a silver spoon that you never need to worry about money, that's when you get scared because you don't know how the people without money are going to react. Which we don't react. We don't care. Reality, we don't. Some do, and the ones that do are the drug addicts because they're trying to, whatever they can get to.
But I think here is very safe. I talk with like people from Europe say, "Oh, California is dangerous." I say, bro, you don't know what's dangerous.
No.
Yeah. Here for me, that came from Brazil, here's safe.
Oh yeah.
Even Oakland, safe.
You know what's crazy? So I was watching YouTube again, and like I said, I've been wanting to travel around the world and do things, but California, it's beautiful here.
Oh,
we got beaches, We got
There's
forests.
nothing like California.
We got rivers. We got. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And like I said, when I've been traveling and I go different places, I'm like, shit, we got this over there. We got this there too. It just we don't take our time because we live here. I've lived here all my life mostly, and I really, I'm thinking, shit, I need to start taking trips. Just jump in my old car and just drive through San Francisco, drive through Marin County, and because there's just so much.
It's beautiful, man.
Yes.
I went to other day for Murphy's. I don't know if you know the city. Murphy's.
It's
like 3 hours.
Okay, I've heard of it. Yeah.
Close to Yosemite.
Yeah.
And man, there's some hotels from the 1860s there, from the Gold Rush, and it's still running. There are restaurants with 200 years old.
Yeah. What'd you go do over there?
I went to. It's funny. I went to work. A client of me bought a house, so I spent like a week there. So I used to work during the day on the house, and during the end of the day, I just walk to the city. And I stayed in the house. So, but what I'm saying is, California, just the drive.
Yeah,
it's so nice. The roads are so beautiful.
The United States, the whole United States.
Yeah, but California, man, the winter, keep going.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Of course there's other, like Florida now. There's a cold storm, so it's all icy.
Right.
California, man, today was a beautiful day, blue sky.
But if you want to go to snow, we go to Tahoe.
Yeah, so you want to snow, you have.
You gotta go to Tahoe. Yeah. No, that's the beauty of California, man.
That's why I pay more taxes.
Right. But no, California is the shit, man. If you haven't came to California, you guys got to go to California. This place is definitely beautiful and the place to be, man. And especially we have our car meets, our car shows, our car gatherings. California is the place, man. And and it's cool to see other cities as well.
No, definitely. Every state has their
other stuff,
their own quality,
right?
And I want to go more. I want to travel more to
other states,
especially the car community. I think Texas is big.
Oh yeah,
Houston. Everybody say you have to come to Houston. Blah blah blah.
Right.
I posted a video the other day of some bagged trucks.
Right.
I said, there's nothing like California bagged trucks.
Oh no.
And man, everybody, no, you have to come to Houston. You have to come to Texas.
Yeah, Texas got a lot of trucks. Yeah. I've been to Austin. I've been to Houston. I've been to El Paso, Odessa.
So I definitely want to travel a lot more too. In Arizona too, I think they have a big car community.
Yeah, Arizona, New Mexico. There's. I mean, you got Idaho now. With the car show that's going on.
Yeah.
That one's good. A lot of the cars come out.
Yeah, I want to go back this year as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that one's good. There's Atlanta, Georgia. Chicago for sure. Chicago, there's a lot of cars out there.
Yeah.
Miami. I mean,
a lot of Mopars.
Yeah, Miami has a different style, but there is lowriders out there. North Carolina has a lot of cars out there. My boy Ruben's out there. They're coming out here this year to our San Jose show. He's bringing his car all the way from North Carolina.
You never had a show in Florida?
Never had a show in Florida, but I've gone to an actual a car pickup, car revealing. Again, my boy Ruben out of North Carolina, they fixed a car up for a family that their boy passed away, but he went ahead and fixed the car for the family, and he went and dropped it off to them, and we were out there. We took pictures. We put it in the magazine.
Yeah, the car culture there is very big too.
Oh yeah.
Especially the racing cars.
Right. I mean, the car culture in the United States is huge.
Yeah, because it's a rich country.
But the
people
biggest
have money to buy.
But the biggest is California.
Yeah.
California, we have everything. Sometimes they say, "Oh man, California is expensive. The cars are expensive." But I'm gonna tell you, sometimes they're cheaper here than they are in other states, because we're so saturated with cars that sometimes there's a guy that needs the money real quick, so he'll flip his car for cheap. And then you go to a different state, and the car is just as expensive as California, if not more.
But it is still in Brazil. I saw this week 300Z, a Nissan.
Oh, it's expensive.
It's but 10-year-old, 2015.
Right.
And it has some drift things,
Right. 2015. Yeah.
200,000 in Brazil.
Dollars?
Yeah,
Or your,
200,000 in Brazil.
what's the average pay in Brazil?
Well,
like for one.
the minimum wage is monthly.
So what's the month?
So
I know
it's
Puerto Rico
like-
was $1,300 a month. The average person made $1,300 a month in Puerto Rico.
Oh no, Brazil they probably make 1,000 a month.
1,000?
$1,000. If you make $1,000,
Yeah.
you are middle class.
Dude, a month?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Well,
If you work the whole month,
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you Brazil. That's why iPhone in Brazil,
Yeah.
people rob your iPhone because you are. It's very dangerous. You walk.
They go
walk
they go apple picking?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. Because we have the taxes is 67%. If I'm not wrong,
Right.
it's the most expensive iPhone in the world. Like comparing with the income. Right. So.
Oh shit, that's a month pay.
No, if you work the whole month, the minimum income in Brazil is monthly. It's not for per hour. I believe it's something about $200.
Wow.
So if you steal one iPhone, you can sell for 150 maybe. So you see the poor guy, he said, man, I'm going to steal iPhone. I'm not going to fucking work the whole month.
Damn. Shit. So that's what they do.
So if you are weak in the mind and you want to,
Wow.
you don't want to be extremely honest,
Right.
the temptation is very big in Brazil.
So Brazil, so
So-
Cuba's even worse.
These, man, if you buy a iPhone 15 or 16 in Brazil,
Right.
it's the same price of a car, you know.
Wow.
So
Well, it's
It's
like
very expensive.
It's like Cuba. Cuba, I think the monthly pay in Cuba is $100.
well, Cuba is a little different because I think it's communist. So
That's great. But you imagine $100 a month, bro. Do that. Like, why would your government do that to you? You know, like instead of trying to get you rich or you know what? Let's make these guys into millionaires. Like, let's let them feed off and make money, and it's insane.
well,
man.
Brazil, I do an exercise for you guys. Google biggest corruption case on humanity history. You're gonna find the Brazilian president now.
Sure, it's not a Mexican president.
No, the Brazilian president now. He
Yeah.
was 500 days in jail. And if you Google the biggest case in the history, corruption case, you're gonna find him.
Him in there. Shit.
So Brazil is very corrupt. All the money doesn't matter. They collect a lot of taxes, but go out to the corrupt. Half is corruption.
Well, that's how
You know,
that's how
doesn't
Mex-
come back.
that's
No,
how
but
Mexico
here,
is. Though.
here
That's
you
what I'm
still
saying.
have some money back. Like my girlfriend is in Brazil right now. She just changed the suspension of her car.
Right.
I told her, look, here nobody change the suspension. Because Brazil, the streets are so
Fucked up.
fucked up that every 4 years, 3 years, you have to change the suspension of your car.
That's crazy.
So here the roads even still it's
Yeah.
still good. You know?
Right.
They say Florida is better, the roads. I don't know. Never been there, but
no, they're nice. There's no mountains. It's
Yes.
all flat.
yeah.
Florida, there's
Yeah.
no mountains. All
But
flat.
they say, oh, California, the roads are. Man, I'm from Brazil. The roads here are amazing.
No. I mean, they're like I mean, if you haven't gone to a third world country, like
Yeah.
like
Maybe
certain
Mexico,
places,
the
yeah.
streets are not so.
No, not even Puerto Rico. The streets were nice. There were some streets that were nice, and some that were just tore up. Going to Puerto Rico, it kind of resembled a little bit of what Mexico looked like,
Yeah.
but just with American taxing. Because man, they tax the shit out of you, and it's expensive. It's not as cheap. I mean, you're gonna pay American dollars for a lot of that stuff. So
that's the thing. I think that's the thing. I think people that grew up in US here don't compare. I'm not saying, but we come from other country.
right.
I'm just glad I'm here, man, because
It's, no, and I get it. Like I said, I've traveled, and I've seen. I would not change California for anything. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, fuck California! I'm getting this governor doing this." Hey, listen, if you grew up poor, and I have nothing, I think we're okay. I think if you grew up rich and you got everything and you just want to make more and more money, you got a problem.
and I have friends to move to Seattle, because they pay less taxes.
Right.
But they keep saying, "Man, I miss California. There's nothing like that."
No, I mean, you have to live your life, man. Yeah. And like I say, you know, if you're in it to make money, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. But if you're not living your life, if you're not having fun, while you're doing it, there's something wrong. You have to find a way to love what you're doing and live life and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
And don't go in circles because every 2-3 years you have to reinvent yourself.
Yeah.
Create something different, do something different. And I think doing this is something different for me because I was like, I didn't want to do this, but here we are doing it. But I mean, it's fun. I think.
But I think you have to adapt. I see a lot of this, especially in lowrider. A lot of photographers, they still thinking of the 20 year ago, the kind of magazine. Man, social media is a little different, and you have to adapt.
Right,
Especially a brand like
us.
yours, you have to adapt and start do more and more social media.
Right.
And I tell you something, man. 2019, I was in a bad situation. I went through a hole in my life, and how they say
you're doing heavy drugs.
No, not
having
this,
sex with
but,
midgets.
I wasn't very excited with life.
Having sex with midgets and stuff like that.
No, I wasn't very excited with my life, and didn't want to kind of live again.
Right.
And then my girlfriend helped me a lot. Came out of this hole.
Right.
And when I start to do these videos, Norcal Spotter, it's kind of brought me back to life. I'm doing something I like. Sometimes I get home from work tired, but there's a car meet. I say, "Fuck, I'm tired," but I go there and I have fun. I see cars and make my videos, and this being feeding my soul back and bring me. It's just something I love to do.
Right.
And
so what got you?
Okay,
so what got you wanting to do photography and videography? What made you want to do that?
Well, I just see social media. I just think it's gonna keep growing.
Right. But
I think it's the best profession in the world if you live of this, And most of the guys that live of this, they are doing for 5 years at least, 10 years.
But what made you want to do it? I know what it's gonna get you, but what's the first thing you say? Like, you know what, I want to start.
I think there's a channel I watched since 2017.
Right.
It's the DDE, Daily Driven Exotics.
Right.
It's more, they get like Lamborghini, Ferrari, and modified.
Right, for sure.
And I watching these guys for 3 years, and say, man, this is the best profession in the world. Just making videos, drive cars, and make money.
Right. Right.
And of course, in the beginning, you think it's gonna be easy.
No,
but I'm for almost 2 years on this, and I just now start monetizing small money.
Right.
It's gonna take maybe more 1-2 years to live, 2 years maybe to live and make real money.
Right.
But I believe I'm gonna do, and when I do, I'm gonna be the happiest person in the world. To live of making videos of cars and see cars, driving cars.
Right.
For me, it's the best profession in the world.
Right. Yeah. Well, the first thing you got to do if you start making money is get yourself a lowrider.
Yeah. But when I started, I didn't know nothing about videos.
Right.
But I am a person that when I start to do something, I just immerse on that and go. So I spent I think 6 months just studying this. Social media, the algo, the videos. There's a book called Super Fans, not only fans, super fans.
He started. Yeah. You're like, no wonder you're trying to land your life. You're
if I was a girl, maybe. But,
trying to dance.
Super fans, and this guy has 50 million. He did a TV show called The Chosen. It's a religion show. It's one of the most successful shows in the US.
Right.
Like this. And he said, man, just do this. He said, do 1 video per day, edit 1 video per day. When you do hungry videos, you compare your hungry with your first. He said, you're going to be way better.
Right.
He said, imagine 1 year, imagine 2 years. So I just put in my mind, I say, I'm going to do 1 video per day.
Right.
And now it's almost 2 years.
Right.
I think I can get way better, but
we learn, and and you're learning with the best. You're in a good position here.
But I edit every day. Today I woke up, I edit 2. Of course, the social media videos are short.
Right.
The videos for YouTube are longer, takes more time. But this social media, I woke up today before work. I edited 2 videos.
Right.
I spent 1 hour and a half. I edited 2 videos.
Right.
And so you get better, and
As you go.
today with CapCut, there's an app called CapCut. It's super easy, way easier than Adobe Premiere.
Right.
Of course, for the podcast, I use another DaVinci is a new.
Right.
But for social media, man,
it's easy.
This here is the thing.
Yeah.
And another thing, I have my equipment here.
You got everything.
So you don't need a camera, man.
Yeah.
This thing here, I kind of developed this. I have the microphone and extra battery and iPhone, man.
That's it.
So I'm there in the Streetlow. I'm posting right away.
Right.
And people love to see that in real time.
Right.
When you have a camera, you have to get home and transfer to the computer.
Yeah. No, that's the way to do it. Like I said,
so
right now I'm just trying to get my Instagram back. I keep telling you, man,
we're gonna get back, man.
I got to get it back. I have a blue chip on it. It's kind of crazy because I've talked to him a couple times, but I just got to get my Instagram back. Once I get it back, I'm gonna, more awareness to you guys out there. We're gonna have more stuff. We're gonna create more merch for sure.
And it's constant because I post every day. That's another thing.
Right.
People, oh no, I don't want to overdo. Man, post every day. Sometimes I post 3-5 a day. If Streetlow posts every day, man, you're gonna have 1 million, 2 million.
Remember our calendar. You guys got to get our calendar. It's out now. It's been out since October, so it has an extra month in it too. So it's gonna go all the way to 2026. So get your calendar, man. Go to www.streetlowmagazine.com. Just something I had to throw in there. I keep forgetting to put
and the merch, man. This hood here,
the hoodie.
Everybody loves it. People say, "Oh, where do I buy?" And
right. We're gonna have a couple of those at our car show.
We are putting the website soon.
Yeah, there's only limited left. I think I have, if that I have, I'm gonna tell you I have about 12 of them, 13 of those left. So I'll have them at the car show. So if you guys are interested, they'll definitely be at the car show. Like I said, March 8th. Jason Joshua, we're gonna have Big Tone, Troubles, Basilera, Maney, Mike Quinn, and a couple other cats too. We're gonna announce as we get closer.
And actually, the Salinas, the last year, 2024, is our best video on the channel. I think 50,000 views.
Right. It's a beautiful place, Salinas.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
It's a second home to us. We've been doing it for about close to 24 years. Like I said, we're going on our 27th year. So our 3rd year of publishing, we started our first show in Salinas, and we haven't stopped since. Like I said, it's a second home to us. It's a beautiful place. The people are beautiful out there. They're good. They're a lot of fans. A lot of the car culture is really deep out there. Like every city
huge.
It is.
The clubs come to the car meet sometimes here. 10, they just drive 10, 15 cars. They have car meets every week there.
That area alone itself, it's holding its own.
Yes.
That's why that's the area I chose to do events at. Like Woodland as well. Woodland has held its own. Same with San Jose. San Jose has its own. And then also Idaho. Idaho's been holding its own too. It's getting bigger and better. Sonny's out there putting good, cool things together. Check it out. We'll put the flyer up as well on that.
Jefitos.
We have Too Short showing up to that show. Also Twister. So it's going to be a big show, man. You guys got to go out there, man, and support. You guys got to support us, man. You guys, you guys want shows. We want big shows. We want quality shows. These are the shows that we're going to give you guys, man, because we want to make sure that you guys have a good time, man. It's not just an actual car meet. I mean, car meets are nice, but it's also good to have a nice concert behind it, good food, people. We bring some of our models out there to take pictures with you guys' cars. Just come out here and have fun, man. I mean, you guys got to support. And Idaho's a beautiful drive. I take that drive every year. You got to thank.
You drive there, right?
Yeah, I got to thank also Viejitos. Viejitos came out strong last year.
Yes.
They're coming out strong this coming year.
Their cars
they got beautiful cars, got a lot of bombs, a lot of nice bombs, man. If you guys got to go out there and be part of it, be supportive of the Streetlow movement, man. You guys can't, single us out,
That's another thing.
part
Some
of a
people just do
movement.
car shows, and some people just do car meets, streets.
Right.
I do everything, man. If it
Right.
if it's cars, I'm there.
Right. No, that's the way it is, man. That's the way it should be. But we do these car shows for everybody to meet in one place, to have fun in one spot. It's good to have different meets and stuff, but I want to make sure that we can bring everything, all the elements to the culture in one area. So, again, come out and support us out in Idaho, man. It's like I said, it's a beautiful show, man. And if you guys haven't been to it, everybody that I've told about, everybody that I've actually have gone out there and we've told them,
It's very nice.
yeah, we've told them about it.
And the space is very nice.
Yeah. There's enough space for a lot. Vendors too. You guys want to go out there? A lot of California influence because booths go out there because they don't have too much going on over there except Sunny's store. Sunny has a cool store with a lot of stuff in there. But it's cool to see different, different stuff, different from clothes to magazines to cars to hats to see a little bit of everybody come out there and give stuff to the community of Idaho for sure.
Yeah, and the fairgrounds here the place is very nice.
Yeah,
I think
our fairground's good.
It's unique. Yeah.
We'll talk more about that as we get closer for sure, man. Because like I said, I got something up my sleeve for that event, man. I gotta bring it hard. Last year we brought you a cool event. The following year we also brought you a nice event, but I know it was in October. It was the last show of the year, and you guys still came out and support us, which I thank you guys a lot for coming out and supporting us. But June's our show. June's has been a tradition that we've had for so many years since we started the magazine to have the show in June, and it was kind of taken away from us. But thank God we were able to get the date back and bring the first show to you guys in San Jose. So
yeah, this is another thing I understood last year. I think it was my first full year following the car community and the lowrider.
right.
I understood the season, and when I met you in January, you say, no, you're gonna see the season start hard, then start to June,
It starts to
July, August start to die, and September died.
Yeah. It starts
And
to
so there's the season, and
in June, the beginning of June is
like
kind
the
of
summer season that the car meets go
Yeah.
hard,
Yeah.
car meets car show, then start to die. So every year,
Well, March is always been our date. Nobody's had March. Now, all these other promoters have been doing shows in March from different states, which is cool because March has always been our show. Like I said, we've been doing it for 24 years in March. Every March we've been doing it there, unless there was some kind of a trouble that we had to move it to April, or during the pandemic we had to move it all the way to October. But I'm telling you, March has always been a kickoff for Streetlow to do their show in Salinas, which to me has been the hub for Streetlow to do our first event. And from there, we move it to Woodland and in Idaho, and then our finale is San Jose, But hopefully, like I said, this year everything turns around. Hopefully, this new president we have, Trump, does something for us that turns around the economy, and see what happens, man. Hopefully, we see more lowriders out there. Gases go down so we can fill them tanks up.
fix your car and come to the streets.
Oh yeah, no, I am. No, I mean, I got a car fixed. I want that one I'm fixing at
We don't have
Waves
to fix
Custom.
even your truck.
I
It's
know,
super nice. I love that truck.
I know. I
didn't have to.
I know.
You know, if you don't want, I can drive for you.
Right.
I can take your cars to the street.
Right. No, we're gonna do more. Like I said, more out this year. We're gonna. I want to be in Southern California. I definitely want to go out there.
Yeah, I definitely this year is one of my goals.
We gotta go out there.
Go at least go what like Elysian Park, I think is the name.
Elysian Park.
Elysian Park. I want to go at least one event there this year.
Yeah.
You know.
Not only that, I want to. There's a couple of people I want to interview out there. That's
Venice
been
Beach.
part of my part of our growing from the beginning. There's a couple of clubs and a couple of presidents that I'd like to interview because they were like I said, they were part of the growing of Streetlow Magazine. Because like I said, without the car clubs, without the community, without the culture, we would be nowhere. Streetlow wouldn't be what Streetlow is to this day.
And we can do the podcast there. If you are in Los Angeles, you wanna we can bring the equipment and do it there.
No, that's what I want to do. That's what I'll do. Bring
Arizona, man. I was the king of the streets, San Francisco, and some people came to from Arizona.
Yeah.
I think it's the I forgot the name of the Los Otros, I believe.
Los Otros.
No,
Child's Play. I think there's
I forgot the name of the club. I'm sorry, man, but they came like 11 people, I think, just for the show. They came from Arizona to see the show here.
Right. Well, no, I mean, it's a good scene to come.
And he told, man, if you come here, we put 40 cars together.
Yeah.
And so I want to come to Arizona. I want to come to Los Angeles.
Right.
Texas. Right. I don't know too many lowrider in Texas, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot. Right?
No, there's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's Houston. There's Odessa, El Paso, Texas. I mean, I lived in El Paso, Texas for a couple of years when I was young. So I got family out there too. So, and then on top of that, we have Angel. Angel's one of our photographers, and his daughter used to model for us. So he's out there. I know if we go out there, he'll be more than happy to have us out there and chill with him and stuff. But right on, man. But what else do you want?
I don't know. Just I'm excited to the summer, the season.
Yeah.
And go with you to the car shows. We went for a lot of car shows, a lot of lowrider shows last year together. And
so you got to be ready to travel though this year. So there's a couple of events I want to go to in Los Angeles, also in San Diego.
Yes.
You got to go with me to San Diego. And
maybe we can go down to Tijuana and get some cars there. I'm sure they have some.
We'll go with Chewy. There's a guy named Chewy that I call him the mayor of Tijuana when it comes to lowriding. When I was out there, we did an event there. But when we were out there doing stuff, he used to take me around and show me things. Oh, come over here, come over there. Like he would take us around, and he would definitely take us around.
You have a car being done there, right?
I have a 64 wagon, 64 Impala.
So we
should
wagon. Go there and see the mechanic, see what garage.
Yeah. It's an older guy. He's on a wheelchair too. He's doing it on a wheelchair.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had a stroke, man.
The painter? The
painter, yeah. So it's funny because it's the painter, his sons, his daughter. They all help work on these cars.
And I want to talk with people from Los Angeles, SoCal. I don't have this thing. Norcal, SoCal. Even my page is Norcal Spotter.
So you're gonna have to change it.
Yeah, no, man.
Just put Cal.
I think everybody there,
worldwide Cal.
Yeah, it's okay.
Cali.
Actually, I have my Facebook Lowrider. Lowrider Global Community. Follow my group, and it's only Lowrider. We have over 300 people. It's small, but we're growing slowly.
Just Cali. Just put Cali Spotter.
No, but I'm okay for Norcal. It's okay. People, even I have a lot of followers from SoCal, man. People don't,
SoCal.
Yeah. From Los Angeles.
So should I start one? I want to start mine called SoCal Spotter.
There is one SoCal Spotter.
God damn it. Okay, I'm going to call West Coast Spotter, though.
But man, Los Angeles is so big. It's so many people.
There is.
Yeah. You go for a car meet, there's hungry people in the X of the car meet.
Because everybody's hungry to do something. There's people are building cars.
That's another opportunity I saw here. I'm not saying nobody's doing, but there's a lot of people doing a lot of like El Karma racing, a lot of people covering, but nothing like SoCal. So here's easier, I think, if you want to do.
What do you mean to cover
covering the car community? So here, I think it's easier because there's less people. There's a lot of people. There's less people.
But there's a lot of people covering it. There's a lot.
No, but Los Angeles is, man.
It's just the thing is, we're not following it.
I'm saying comparing with Los Angeles. I'm saying it's
right. Well, I don't know, man. Every time I go over, there's like 20,000 cameras everywhere, and everybody. Every time we do a car show, everybody wants a media pass. I'm like, a media pass? Oh yeah, we got an Instagram. Everybody has an Instagram.
I am the one that asked for media pass.
I'm like, what the hell, media pass? Oh yeah, my Instagram. I'm like, oh god.
No, because like in the hopping, they wanna be. If you are on the pit, it's easier to cover, but you can't put too many people there.
No.
it's dangerous, have.
Well, not only that, it's just there's too many. You don't get good pictures. The pictures aren't going to be as good as you want them to. There's too much.
So you have to choose who to.
Too many backs.
Put there.
Yeah. And the cool thing is like I said, thanks to the community, the lowrider culture, they've embraced us to do a lot for them and to represent a lot of the lowriding lifestyle and movement. So that's why you get love when you go out there. That's and I thank everybody out there for accepting us to be the voice of some of this stuff. That's why I'm trying to hopefully bring some awareness to you guys, man. If we see something that I feel it's wrong, I mean, I'm kind of gonna address it, and kind of continue to address it till you guys kind of wake up and and not be afraid to talk about some of these things, But right on, man.
But I don't know. I'm just happy I found Streetlow.
Right
I thank you for letting me try something different, and I think I can grow on the social media and show more lowrider and the community that's unique in California.
Right.
Of course, you have more, but California is where it's born and
raised,
we can show to the world.
Right.
The daily thing, because we can, especially in the summer, you can make content, make videos. Every week there's something going on.
Like I said, the lowrider community makes it so easy. The culture makes it so easy for photography, especially and for videos.
For videos, so especially easy. The hopping,
right?
Do really well on videos and social media.
Right. Like I said, that's what this is a beautiful culture to cover. It's so bright, so brilliant. It's like a sarape.
Especially now the cars, the price of the cars went skyrocket.
Oh, that's the
after pandemic.
Yeah, I think the pandemic. I don't know what happened. I mean,
inflation
before the pandemic.
Money supply.
No, even I'm a card collector too. I collect cards. I collect comic books. I collect a lot of collectible stuff. I've been doing it since I was a kid, and everything just went up. I mean, it's it quite tripled.
Yeah, so people don't know, but I study economy. So it's money supply. There's too much money, and people gonna buy things. They're going to get rid of dollar and buy things.
Buy things that they never had.
Yeah.
That's what happens. And everybody's after the
same
thing.
If you have money, you're going to buy something you like.
Right.
You're not going to keep the money.
Right. No. Money's a tool. You use it to build. That's what you use it for. You use the money to make more money.
But I think these cars, man, especially Impala, it's going to go just up because it's never more going to be produced.
Right.
And, man, Impala... 64, 63,
62,
62, 60. It's funny. 62, 63. It's funny how people don't like too much the 63. It's kind of a mix of 62 and 4. Yeah.
Oh, 62.
But man, these cars are so beautiful.
This 62. I'm holding a 62. This 62, man, they're off the hook.
Yeah.
I
like 62 and 4.
I grew up driving one. So.
And those old 59, 6. Man,
59,
it's so beautiful, those cars. There's no other cars like that. I know you like more bombs, but...
No. I got 64s. I had a 64 I got rid of. Now I got the wagon, but, I'm painting a 64 wagon black. So, yeah, no, I love these cars, man. And it sucks because I buy them and I keep them. I buy them, I store them, I buy them, and I keep them. And I had a chance to drive them a lot at one time, and now I don't as much. And
you should sell half of your fleet and get the other half.
Get it going.
Ready.
No, I know. Well, no, I got some cars that are ready. I just don't take them out. I got a 59 hardtop that's done. It's ready to rock and roll.
I know. I've been to your house.
I got a Suburban done, ready to rock and roll.
The ones that are in your house.
No, the ones in my house I got to fix. I've done some work to them. Got them running. They're fun cars to have, man. But I have other things I got to do too, because I'm also.
And this is funny. I see people sometimes in the traffic with a 1992 Civic all beat up, but I know that guy has a $100,000 lowrider.
Are you talking about me?
No, not you.
Beat up Honda.
No, you. Yeah, but that's what you have to do.
Right.
To have the lowrider.
Well, no, it's not that. It's that we're car guys and we know which one's good on gas. We're not going to be driving a car and if the gas goes down back to 87 cents or $1.80,
Like Tleco drive the bomb daily. I can't imagine how much he spent with gas, man.
Yeah, no, actually, no. Bombs don't waste that much gas. Yeah, it's a 6-cylinder. It's a 1-barrel, so it's just slow. You're gonna get there slower. You're not gonna go fast.
It's cool that he drive daily that car.
It's because that's
the only car he has. No, but that's man.
That's how it was.
Respect, Tleco. Respect.
Right. And that's how it was when I had my. Well, I still got my 62, but I drove that thing every day to work back. So I got a newer car, and then I drove that, which was a 65 Impala. I drove that back. Then I got a 59 Impala, and I drove that back. So I was able to choose from 3 different cars. I had my 62, my 59, and a 65. I go, which one am I going to drive today? I was 22 years old, 23 years old, driving 3 cars. And people were like, oh, you're rich. I'm like, hell no. I'm buying these cars for $500-$600 back in the days, But, yeah. So, we're gonna have, like I said, we're gonna have different guests next week. Ready to rock and roll with these guys. We're gonna have Chewy Gomez.
Chewy Gomez, yeah.
He's been around.
I don't know him yet.
You don't know him?
Just on I follow him on internet, but I don't know him.
A radio guy. He's a radio guy, and he's been very heavily involved in the building of Bay Area radio because he was in 2 different stations at one time, and he was the face of the actual Chicanos because he was like the only Latino, I think, at the time that was in radio because everybody else was a different nationality. And then he also, he just kept it going. Even during the pandemic, he's kept it going with oldies, and he had CMC. So, yes, there's a lot of things we're going to talk about, which is kind of cool. And then we also have a thing with, a get-together with Mario Madrid, which is Sonny's son, his first son,
Yeah, I think a lot of people, I see the musicians, a lot of people start performing. That's the Streetlow shows give give the opportunity for them to start performing.
Right.
I see a lot of new people
wanting to get on.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's
performing there, and we should bring these people to talk about how is important the lowrider, how is the lowrider important to the career.
Right. Well, like I said, Big Tone's one of them.
Big Tone,
because he also has a nice car. He has a 64 Impala, I believe, or 63. I think it's 64. It's red. It's a really nice one, man. And like I said, they're being part of the culture and us putting out these events and putting up a nice stage for them to perform.
Manny has a wagon too. He's Manny the Smoker Man. He has a wagon too.
Okay.
He's putting together.
Well, he's coming out.
I think he's from Frisco's Finest Club. So
is he? I don't know about that. Maybe
I think
he is.
so, man. Every Frisco's Finest go, he's there.
Yeah. Well, he's coming out. We're gonna have him out in Salinas. The guy's dope as hell. He's a good performer. Is getting better.
Man, I like his music a lot. And the last 2 he put together,
for Streetlow.
It's really nice. Streetlow and in the park is really nice.
Oh,
I added the videos. For me, it's very difficult to find good music.
Right.
And he just gave us the right to put on my editing.
Right.
Because the YouTube is always banning every music you put.
Right.
So I'm just glad he has this good music too.
No, like I said, he's a good artist.
And he put people on they perform, he bring people up.
Right. No. His energy's good. His music's good. I mean, he's been doing good.
Big Tone. I have a Bay Area playlist on Spotify.
You got all these guys. What about Troubles?
I have all these guys. Yeah.
You need Troubles on there. You got Troubles on there?
I don't know too much from. I have to listen more Troubles.
Yeah. You got some good music, and you got Mike Quinn, Bossalera too. She's dope. She's a good lyricist.
Yeah. I think GB is from Salinas. I think.
Who?
GB. Ghetto Boy. Yeah.
Ghetto Boy.
His music there has some good music too, man, and everybody likes him, man.
Okay. Yeah, no, there's a lot of good artists here in Northern California, as there is in Southern California.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I didn't know there's local culture, Yeah. It's like people from here, everybody follows. They're the other state doesn't know, but
I think
everybody knows them.
Since we started doing shows here in Northern California, we used to we brought artists out here. And every time we brought in a big artist, all these local artists would come up, and then like down the road, 2-3 months later, you hear a collaboration with this artist, and those connections were being done backstage in our shows. You know, they were meeting these artists. Like I know in Antioch, we did a show in Antioch. We brought Mac 10 and the Jacka at the time. Rest in peace. He got killed, but at the time the Jacka was doing really good. His radio he had a single that was hitting the radio really hard, and I brought in Mac 10 at the time. Mac 10 is with Ice Cube and them from the West Side Connection, and I remember when I brought him, we brought who else did we bring? JT, I think we brought in Rapping Forte. God, who else did we bring in? We brought a lot of local artists.
Yeah, even Deb Luciano, his music is really nice too.
Right. No, but these, but these guys, when we brought them in, it was kind of crazy. But what I'm trying to get at is the respect that Mac 10 had, because Mac 10 was a bigger artist.
Yeah.
Right. So Mac 10 comes in, he calls me the night before the show, because I had already had the list. I sent him the list of the performance. I was gonna have Mac 10 close the show, because you always have the biggest artist close the show. He goes, hey. He goes, out of respect, he goes, I want Jacka to close. I want to open up for the Jacka. I was like, really? He goes, yeah, man. He goes, I heard he's the hottest in the area. I don't want to disrespect this area. And I said, oh, that's what's up, man. You know, because I didn't really know too much of the music politics, but he didn't want to cross that. Like, he basically said, you know what? I'm going to open up for the Jacka, because the Jacka has a big song. And he did.
But you follow close. I see when I'm here just hang out with you, you follow close the music.
Oh, no.
Hip hop and the music scene.
Oh, yeah. No, I have to, because I want to make sure.
I don't follow so much, but I see you follow.
I got to make sure who we're dealing with and stuff like that, too. Because even in Southern California, when we did our shows in Southern California, same thing. I was picking up, like, underground. Like, at the time, we had Rex from Wicked Minds. At the time, rest in peace, too, for Rex, because he was murdered out in Los Angeles.
You had Snoop Dogg at some point, right? In your show.
We were part of a show that Snoop Dogg was there, and Snoop Dogg was holding our magazine, and we had our models there, and it was funny because Baby Bash was there, and he wasn't at the time. He had just been with like Latino Velvet, so he wasn't on his own yet, and he was part of the crowd. It was kind of crazy because the picture shows him and like where the crowd's at. Snoop Dogg's holding our magazine. It was kind of cool. That was done over near Fresno in Corcoran. It was in Corcoran.
Because I think the hip hop and lowrider, it's like blend together the cultures.
Well,
they all have lowriders and they are always performing.
It's because what it is. Lowriding is a culture of it's like you want to be cool, hang out with us. You want to be cool. You want to have a cool car. It's not. I think it's kind of like a status. I want to get status of being down. I want to dress like these homies from California. I want to have this nice lowrider like them.
It's California culture.
Because that's our culture. That's our lifestyle. We've grown up that way, because it's we're not driving Ferraris because we can't afford them, but we're gonna make sure you stare at us when we're driving right by you.
Yeah, but if you have a 1959 Impala today, you have a Ferrari. This almost the same price.
Well, no, now they are. Now they are, but back then they weren't. Back then, what's funny? Like I was saying, when they were me and my cousin Art, we interviewed my cousin Art, the bomb doctor.
Yeah,
we were chilling and we were washing our cars, and I remember washing my car, and I drank a beer and I smoked a joint, man. And I was just like zoned out.
Yeah,
I'm waxing my car, waxing it, and it's a first stage paint. It's not even shiny. It had little waves here and there, but I polished everything I could. I'm staring at it, and then I'm in the sun, and I'm looking at it. And then I told my cousin, I go, look at that car, man. We're just looking at it. This is like in 90, 92. I want to say 1992. And I'm staring at my 62 Impala, and I'm looking at it. I'm going, look at this car. It's 30 years old, because 67, 80, yeah, it's 30 years old. I go, this is a 30-year-old car. And I go, we're looking at it. He goes, look at that car. He goes, that car wasn't even built for us. That car was built for a rich man. He goes, we're some poor motherfuckers building these cars. We're poor as shit. But the car was beautiful. We stood out. Every time we drove anywhere, I didn't have a Ferrari, but I had a $1,200 Impala that looked bad as fuck. Lifted from back and made things that the other cars would, oh my God, he put hydraulics, he ruined the car. Oh my God, look at those little tires. But they stood out.
And doesn't matter which car, if you lower, it looks nice. Well, doesn't matter which car.
One thing I learned that my cousin said, that the uglier the car looks, stock, the badder it looks when it's laid out. Like that Suburban right there, when you're looking at that's a Suburban. You see that drawing? So the Suburbans, they're ugly. Lifted, when they're up in the air, they're just ugly cars. I mean,
if you lower.
Yeah, and it got to a point where people were lowering them and making them like family wagons and fuck.
And man, it's nice because cars bring people together. Yeah. People that never would get together.
Right.
They get together just for car, to see cars. You go to car meet, they're all kind of people.
Well, so us as lowriders, especially like a lot of the bomb guys that I could speak for, when you're building a bomb, you want to put like all the original stuff on it. Like you're looking for the visor, you're looking for the skirts, you're looking for the wheels, you're looking for those special moldings that go on it, the grill guards, the swamp coolers. Like you're looking for special things for your car as you're building it. So in California, a lot of these like accessory car parts are expensive. The car, you could probably get the car cheap, or at least for a good price. But the accessories, they're not going to give them to you. It's going to be expensive. So we start talking and trying to get a hold of the people from back east, like from New York, Chicago. And it's funny because one day I started talking to this guy from Chicago. He goes, oh, yeah, I got that part. And I ended up buying an umbrella holder. I paid $650 for it, original in the box. They wanted $2,500 here for it. And it's funny because he sold to me for $550 or $650. I don't remember. I know I didn't pay more than $650 for it. And he goes, you guys in California got everything. He goes, why are you guys looking over here? I go, well, because,
it's expensive.
It's expensive. And he goes, you guys got everything over there. But we started talking about cars and this and that. And he goes, I'm not a lowrider myself. I'm into building classic cars. But, I'm going to tell you, man, he goes, it was a great time talking to you. And for some reason, the majority of my friends are into lowriding. They got lowrider old school bombs in California. And what's funny about this lifestyle is once you talk to each other, we all become good friends because we're talking one language.
Yeah.
The language is classic bombs, classic cars, that's cars. One language. And you could be whoever you are, but it's the same language. It's like when I went to Hawaii. We're in Hawaii, Uso out there. I mean, shoot, those cars over there, beautiful.
Hawaii, they have those big trucks. Everybody has a lift trucks.
Oh, no, but where I went, dude, they had a Suburban like that. They had badass lowriders, man. And I'm sitting going, holy shit. And we're talking about accessories. This guy, the steering wheel. I got the steering wheel. He had a 39 because the steering wheels are pretty expensive. We started talking about that, and it's a trip because, again, we all talk the same language. No matter how we dress, what we eat, or who we hang out with, if you have that same exact car, it's the same language, man. It's like speaking Spanish, and I don't care. You might eat hot food, you might eat sweet food, but if you speak Spanish, we all speak Spanish. And that's, I think, what the lowrider culture is, especially with the bombs, man. I mean, like I said, I can safely say that for me, as since I've been collecting bombs and collecting car parts, because I collect a lot of car parts too, it's been tough, man. It's been fun collecting old car parts. Once you get into it, you'll understand.
Yeah. So and bring people to like. I say that I used to go every Thursday with my father during the night. There was this flea market for car parts.
Yeah, swap meets.
So when I was 16, he bought this old Beetle from his aunt, and was 10 years on the garage. So the tires were glued on the garage.
The brakes were stuck.
Yeah, but the tire was so Brazil is hot.
Yeah.
It was just took a bunch of people to
make it rock.
Get out of the car there.
Wow.
So we start to every Thursday go there and buy the parts, and you know.
Yeah.
We didn't meet. My father worked a lot. He was very busy, but that was our time. Every week, me and him.
To work on a car.
No, go there and buy the parts. We
Okay.
didn't work. We had some mechanic too.
Right. But you guys bought the part. It was a car.
Labor in Brazil is not so expensive like here,
Right,
but it was our time. Me and my father time.
Right,
Every week, get together, go there, and if we didn't have this car, I think we probably would not get together so much.
Right.
And I learned to drive in that car,
Okay.
and we made beautiful lower a little bit, put some
Right.
spacers.
Nice.
Yeah.
What happened to it?
Well, when he died, the car we had to sell the car. But
So
we
they
had a
have,
couple old cars, and
so they have car swap meets here. They have them in L.A., Pomona. They have 'em right here. They're actually this coming weekend. Those will probably be here next week. But I can softly say this weekend that passed, Turlock swap meet. There was a Turlock swap meet, and huge. If you go to it, you'll flip out. You see so many car parts, man.
but you have to know what to buy. It's like the
Yeah.
you have a notion of the price of it.
Right. The value, because some people get over on you too. So, but sometimes you find good deals.
Because if you need that part, you need.
Right.
You're gonna pay, right?
If you need it right away, yeah. If you don't, you take your time building it. That's why a lot of cars, people take their time building them because they're like, I'm gonna take my time because I don't need it right now. I'll need it when I get it. That's how I am. I don't buy stuff right off unless it's something hard to get, and I jump on it.
We actually have to do a video on your garage.
Oh my God, that's too much. You can do it right here.
No, in your
This
garage.
is part of my
Your
garage
house. You
right
have
here.
2 Impalas there. And
Right. No, I mean,
you don't even remember the cars you have there.
No. I want to do a video on putting together my '59 hardtop. I'm gonna go probably. I'm gonna pull it out this summer and probably go not fast, but quick enough to film part of it and show you as we're putting it together. This car, I've had this car since I was 22 years old. 59 hardtop. I paid $25.
You live this, not just lowrider, this culture and vintage things.
I'm into all that, man.
Yeah, I know.
And everybody.
There's a lot of content to be made of this.
Well, what's crazy is that if you're into old cars, you're into old stuff.
Yes.
Bicycles. I got bikes, Schwinn's, Elgins, in the 30s, 40s. Car accessories. It just becomes a I don't know,
addiction.
An addiction, an obsession. I have to. I need this, and sometimes you don't. And sometimes I'll sit back and say, I can get rid of this. But I'm gonna tell you where I get my thrill from. I like finding stuff, and I like storing it, and then finding somebody that really needs it for their car. I hate selling it to somebody that's gonna resell it, because a lot of these parts are worth a lot of money. But if I know your car needs it, and I'm like, hey, you know what? This is a cool piece for your car. You want to put it on your car? Give me what I paid for it. The part could cost $1,500, and I paid $300. Just give me my $300. I know the piece costs $1,500. It's no problem. But I mean, a lot of it I need it, and if I do, I need to go buy more.
And it's history, man. I see this. Your office here.
Yeah.
Each frame, each
pictures,
thing
really has a story. Everything has a story.
We have a wheel here from Streetlow.
Steering wheel, 1950.
It's so much story, man. Yeah.
Drawings and stuff.
And all the
license plates.
Special appreciation for the car clubs that you got.
See, that's one thing.
We could spend days here talking about each flyer piece from Woodland from 2013.
E40 Magic and Beza. Isn't that crazy?
So much history, man. It's crazy how all this shows you 26 years doing shows, right?
Going on 27.
It's so many. It's not you. The history. It's so many people that every year and
that
part of the history, and they're gonna remember. Fuck! 20 years ago, I went to the Streetlow, and it's part of their life.
And that's what the magazine is. The magazine is like a yearbook, because you can't have a yearbook on Instagram or on Facebook. That's not a yearbook. Those are pictures. But when you have an actual magazine with the pictures of the people and the story behind it, it's a yearbook. Like when you go to high school. When you go to high school, you have a yearbook. When you went to high school, you look at the picture. Oh, look, There's Timmy, there's Jose, there's Fernando. You know, you got everybody's picture. Oh, look, Julieta and whatever. You got all these pictures of people when they were young, you know? And that's, I think, what I was creating, what we were creating. I don't want to say I because it sounds selfish, but we were creating a magazine for the people. We were creating history for the people. And we were creating something that you could go back and see, hey, look, this is when this started. Look, this is when that. And there's facts. You know, there's things like the whole Pendleton movement, like the Pendletons, when they came in, you know, we had a big start and a big push for Pendletons.
Which year was it?
I want to say 2004, 2005.
It was like the Nike on the 80s, right? When Michael Jordan came with the
Right. But no, Pendleton's been around for a long time.
Adidas and Nike.
Yeah. But Pendleton was around for a long time. One of our
it's
guys,
big. Pendleton is big in Brazil, man.
Yeah, but it wasn't before though. For a long time, it wasn't. Nobody was really paying attention to it. I went to a car show in Los Angeles, and I was with Ricardo, which was one of our photographers at the time. Rest in peace. And I was just chilling in one of our booths, just selling magazines, trying to push a Streetlow name and all that. And I remember these older cats wearing this Pendleton, real nice one. I'm going, man, this fucker's nice, Pendleton. I go, fuck, we don't have nothing like that. Ricardo goes, what? I go, yeah. He goes, oh, there's a place here that has that stuff. I'm going, really? So one day he goes, hey, Gilbert, he goes, I'm going to take you there. So he takes me to this place, Greenspan. And I walk in there and I go, fuck. He had hella Pendletons in there. Like, oh my God, this is the shit. So I went to talk to Evan, which is the owner of Greenspan, and I go, hey, my name's Gilbert. I want to introduce you to the magazine. This is the Streetlow Magazine. I want to see if you guys advertise with us. And he was like, no, not right now. We're all kind of like, it's word of mouth. The way we get our word out, we sell a lot here and I said, you don't understand. I said, I can put you to a different level with this magazine because we're hitting all the locals. Like, we're really popping. The magazine was popping hard. We're doing a lot of book sales. Our sales are high. I said, you don't understand. So he goes, okay. I go, I'm going to be in LA. Give me a call if you decide we can work something out. So then, like 2-3 days later, he calls me up, or a day late. I think a day later, he calls me up. So I go back. He's okay, let's do it. So we ended up doing the deal, and I walked out of there with, like, I think 3-4 Pendletons. Every year, I was getting 3-4 Pendletons every year. So I had over 200-300 Pendletons, and I'm wearing these. And I'd come over here, and people are like, "Well, where'd you get that?"
You still have there.
Yeah,
I saw your clothes.
Fuck yeah,
full of shoes.
So he goes, hey, he's all, I go, people would ask me, hey, where'd you get the Pendleton? Check it out. So he started getting sales. He goes, Gilbert, people are buying 13, 14 Pendletons at a time. They're spending $1,000 in Pendletons. They're coming over buying them. And that from there on, the movement started getting bigger and bigger. And right here, Hammer and Lewis, they started carrying them. Because I kept telling them, you guys got to carry these, man, because this is the way of the car culture future, man. These guys are buying these type of Pendletons. And he didn't want to at first. He was like, oh, I don't think people pay that kind of money here. I said, no, they will. They will. And I don't know what he did, because he had accounts before with Pendleton. And so he just said, they're just very pricey. I said, yeah, but these guys got money. And boom, he started carrying them too, and the Pendleton future took off, man. Yeah. But I know we had a big part of that.
Which year is it? 2003?
2004. I got to find the article because we also wrote an article, Mad.
The thing of Pendleton in Brazil is they do soccer shoes.
Right.
So I remember like Nike, these shoes was very expensive. The Pendleton had better price. So everybody that plays soccer had a Pendleton in Brazil.
Pendleton?
Yeah.
Not Pendleton shoes. Pendleton shirts.
No, but they have shoes too.
Pendleton? Unless they're collaboration. Maybe a different name. Maybe you're thinking.
Maybe I'm talking about different name.
Pendleton. Let me see.
Penalty. Oh, I'm thinking about other brands. So.
Yeah, Penalty. No, this is Pendleton.
Oh no, I think about other brands.
The actual shirt, the Pendletons. The shirt, the Pendleton. You're talking about shoes, huh? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. No, he's talking about my shoe collection.
Sorry.
Shoe collection that we have.
English by second language.
Yeah. No, but that's what I was talking about. The story.
Now I understood. You told me the story.
The story about the Pendleton. Yeah. So, but right on, man. You were talking about Pendleton shoes. I know what shoes you're talking about too.
Sorry.
Like we didn't really Pendletons playing soccer, Brazil. Now there's some down ass homeboys out there.
But
right on, man. Well, I mean, hopefully this year goes good. I mean, we got a lot more things to do. You want to say anything else before we close this?
No, just hope we can do more and more content, show more the Lowrider on internet, on social medias.
Yeah. And when you guys see Flavio, man, show him some love, man. Like I said, he has his Norcal Spotter. He's also working with our Streetlow TV, working with this podcast,
the YouTube,
and our YouTube, and hopefully we get our Instagram back. He'll be part of our Instagram too. I want his Instagram and his Norcal to grow as well. You know,
where I'm go to the Lowrider events. Right. I'm shooting for Streetlow, so usually it's for the Streetlow YouTube.
Right.
So when you see me on the Lowrider events, I put some out on my on my social media, but it's mostly for YouTube.
No, but you know he has to get his thing too. You know, he wants to grow his Norcal. That's how he started. You know, I want him to get some love too. You guys got to show him some love, but make sure that when you guys just give him a lot of respect. And
I've been getting, man. Yeah, everybody just
and just remember, he's shooting for us. This content's it's not gonna be unseen. Give him the best seat of the place if you guys want the best contents, man. Don't put him in the back of somebody's back of his head or anything like that, because he's gonna film nothing but back head.
But I wanna say thank you for everybody that they received me very well on the events and.
Except all you haters.
Let me do my stuff. And
except all you haters. Tell. Except all you haters.
I have too much haters, man.
You need haters.
I have a lot of people from Lowrider that give the feedback and they say, man, your videos are good. I like when you do. And
there ain't no haters. And if there is, then
if I have, I don't know, man.
No. If they are, then hey,
everybody has a hater.
No. You got something. Thank you guys. Thank you for hating on us.
Thank you.
Thank you for not loving what we do. Thank you for talking shit.
Keep talking shit.
Without
free
marketing. That's it. That's it. It's free marketing. That's it. Yeah. Please talk shit. Please.
And thank you, Gilbert, and everybody from Streetlow for giving the opportunity. And I just love it. The videos for Streetlow.
Right on. Yes. Well, thank you guys, and
let's push the podcast.
And let's push 2025. And again, Salinas, March 8th. Unless something happens, we have to move it like we usually do because of the rain and stuff. But March 8th is the date. We have Jason Joshua. We have
Big
Tone. Oh my God, Troubles, Mike Quinn, Basilera, Maney, and more. We're gonna have more people. We're gonna put more on the stage. Also, I'm trying to do a tribute for Brenton Wood. I'm gonna do it with. I'm gonna have Jason Joshua. See if I can get him to sing some of Brentwood's hits, because last show in California, or actually the last show he did in Northern California was Woodland. Before that was Salinas. We were the last ones to bring him to Northern California, which, wow, man, it's almost like deja vu when we brought in when we brought War and the Delphonics.
And man, the Woodland is so beautiful. That grass.
Oh yeah.
It's totally worth goes all the way.
Salinas.
No, and Woodland too.
And Woodland. No. Both play. I think really nice. I think all these venues, man. Yeah. I mean, I thank all you guys coming out and showing support. I mean, again, none of this cannot happen without you guys. Nothing. The cars, the people that come out and enjoy themselves. If you guys feel that you guys need something or do, I mean, just hit us up. Hit us up on DM. Let us know what you think we should add to it, or we're trying to add more stuff to it. We're trying to create more content for it. We want more of the Lowrider community to come out and be part of it. I'm trying to bring some actors and some comedians and some people so you guys can actually interact with some of these people that you see on TV, man. Because I believe the future comedians, the future actors, the future singers, they're amongst a young generation that comes to these shows, man. And I definitely want you guys to get encouraged and feed off of all our hustle, man, because we've all hustled to be somewhere. And if we're here where we're at, you guys can be bigger than us, you know. And that's why we laying out this history for you guys to hopefully follow and hopefully get bigger and hopefully create something bigger than us. Or if you guys got something that you guys want to come and be part of, come check it out. Be part of it. Also, I'm always looking for photographers and also videographers, young photographers that want to be part of Streetlow Magazine and have that courage that want to be in a team. So remember, we are a team. It's not an it or I thing. I understand that some of you guys have your own little, not even say little, your guys' own logos and stuff like that. But if you want to be a part of our team, hit us up. Hit us up on DM for videography. Hit up Flavio, so we could kind of figure you guys out. See if you guys want to be part of it. But you guys if you're in, you got to be all in. You can't be like, oh, I can only do it when I want to. You guys got to hopefully be 100% part of it, man. But
just one more thing about the podcast. We are just starting. This is the number 9.
Right.
We're gonna do the whole year.
Right.
So we look for sponsors if you want to sponsor the podcast.
Right.
Correct. Help with me or Gilbert.
Correct.
And you better hop right now at the beginning.
Yes.
Because after it's gonna be
a little
once we get bigger, it's gonna be more.
Sometimes it's like my magazine. I really don't like. I had advertisement, but I wasn't really feeling it.
And I have to match with the culture. It's not. Doesn't any.
We don't want to sell tampons and or socks with holes in it, or we're not trying to sell what is it, Ajax or toothbrushes or nothing like that. Well, we don't care.
I don't care. If you want to pay, let's go. But if you match the culture, it's better.
Right. A reusable tampon, I don't care. Reusable condoms, I don't know, whatever. Right on, man. But thank you guys again for listening, and hopefully see what you think of the future of what we got going on. And thank you, Flavio, again for being part of Streetlow Magazine. And we got years. Years. If you think
I'm gonna get old on the street.
If you think I have Malo and Teleku and Naomi and all them with me for many years, you're gonna be with us till.
No, I can see my next 20 years, 30 years doing this, man. And
again,
keep low riding.
Yeah, keep low riding, and my boy Paulie, man. This goes out to you, man. Every podcast.
I actually want to tell just about Paulie. I met actually he first time at the. Salinas.
Right.
And a lot of people came, man, you got real close to Paulie in the last months.
Right.
It was a privilege. I never had the opportunity. Man, yes, he treated me very well. We had long conversations.
Right.
And
it was cool. What's
I
cool?
spent actually Salinas. I spent almost the whole day with him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The cool thing is that you got that. Again, photography and videography isn't about getting the best of everything, or it's getting the quality of it. It's not getting the whole big old picture. It's about getting the picture. And I think that moment that you took from him, it will live with a lot of people for the rest of their lives. It does with me. Yeah. Like I said, I actually I carry Paulie with me. Yeah. Believe it or not, this is my phone. I carry Paulie with me all the time, man. And it's funny, man. This sticker, man, doesn't rub off, man. He doesn't want to go anywhere, man. So, but it's kind of cool, man, because people ask me who this is, and it's just a conversation piece for me all the time.
I have him in my computer too. So.
Yeah, he's I know.
And Streetlow is Paulie. Streetlow.
Paulie. He was with us till the end, and he was 100%. I think we'll continue to talk about Paulie throughout.
And I actually want to put together when we'll make a year.
Paulie.
Yeah, I want to put together a very nice video for his all the cars when on his ceremony and his interview. I'm gonna put something together.
And we also have a car hop in Salinas. Yeah. It ain't 7,500, but it's 500 first place, 200 second place for all you hoppers out there that want to come out.
It's going to be weird to be there without Paulie.
Yeah. But, he's there no matter what. I think he'll
always going to be there
there
first. But
and like I said, every trophy I put out, I want to make sure that he's part of it. Like he's we'll try to probably get a silhouette of him and put it into the trophies. Every trophy I put out, he'll always be part of that part of Streetlow, the car hop part of it. But once again, thank you, Flavio. Thank you guys. Thank you the community, the culture. And thank you for the staff. I have a good ass staff, man. Especially when it comes to car shows. All you guys, Israel, Naomi, Pablo, Isaac, Teleku, Alberto. I mean, the list goes on and on. Israel. I mean, Richard Pablo. I mean, it goes on and on and on from all the people that have been part of who we are and what we've done. Again, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next episode.
Streetlow motorcycles and low lows, candy paint dripping models and ghost foes, old school bombs, new whips and 6 foes. The show ain't a show if it ain't a Streetlow. Streetlow, dope low lows and 6 foes, models running around in tight clothes. Girls keep coming by the car loads, candy paint dripping, riding on ghost foes. Side pulling up deep in dope line flies, high knots, look at my feet, make it pass out of smoke, man. Yeah, that's me. I rock the concept, the car hoppers hitting the switches on hydraulics.